Welcome back, y'all, to another episode of Making an Impact. I'm your host, G-Banks, and today we'll be reviewing the show that aired on the 8th of February, 2018.
Wrong! This is Stooge Club, and we're taking over everything! Everything!
So yeah, Stooge is here, folks. How's it going? How was your week?
Better than yours.
Why? What'd you
Because
do?
I am the Stooge, and I'm in Stooge Club. That automatically makes it better than you.
I don't want to be in Stooge Club, though.
You're not allowed in Stooge Club.
I never wanted to be
Anyone else that wants to be in Stooge Club is welcome to be in Stooge Club. You are not.
I don't know, man. I don't think you're going to find much radical people like you.
Everyone's in Stooge Club.
Okay, we'll see.
So we open up this episode of Impact with Phantasma and Rohit Raju, previously known as Hakeem Zayn. I'm not even going to touch that. How you turn somebody from the Middle East into an Indian, this is wrestling.
Yeah, I love it. Anyone can be anywhere from the world, as long as you just have the right skin texture and
remotely even sort of look like it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Versus Ishimori and Matt Sydal in tag team action. Matt Sydal is your grand champ currently. Phantasma is your Latino AAA champion.
Interesting.
So you've
got some international flavor here.
You do, and you have two champions in the match. What did you think of this match?
Two champions.
Yeah, Phantasma and Matt Sydal.
Two champions. What about Rajit?
Rajit, how is he a champion?
He's a champion because he's overcome his racial identity.
He overcame his Arabness to become Indian.
Yeah, so that's a championship in that.
That's a champion effort.
No, I'm joking.
That's a champion effort.
But yeah, all in all, this match was very interesting to start the night off. What do you think?
I think it was good.
Like, we haven't saw some faces we haven't seen for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, other than Matt Sydal, who, dude, go get a haircut, hippie. Get a haircut. Your hair, face, get a haircut. Okay. But other than that,
I agree with the haircut statement, but you are being a bit too harsh.
He was such a hippie. Other than that, I did like the mixture of Japanese hard-hitting style with Phantasma's luchador. Like, even though he's a big dude, he's still a luchador.
He's a little big dude.
Rajid's very Indian flavor to the match and his submission styles. And Matt Sydal's high flying. It was a very interesting mixture of four very different types of wrestling, and I thought blended quite well to put together a nice match. Unfortunately, the hippie won with a shooting star press on Rohit. Rohit, oh boy, first time out of the gate, can't get the win.
I wouldn't say first time.
Well, no, this is Rohit's first match. Hakeem Zayn's had matches before, but this is Rohit Raju's first match.
Yeah, fair enough.
Losing streak already.
Yeah. No.
We have an Austin Aries press promo. WWE really needs to look at this because their backstage fake press stuff is really bad. To the point that at certain times they forgot to have the phones on. So like an iPhone can't record unless the screen's on. And they had like iPhones on lock screen.
Yeah, just pointing at them.
Yeah, so it was so bad. So, what you do is you just keep that off camera and you just have two people there asking questions. Because that's all there was. There was two people.
And a couple of flashes here and
there.
there.
Somebody holding a camera going setting off a flash.
Yeah.
It wasn't actually taking pictures. It was just setting off a flash. Looked like a press conference. It actually did.
Yeah, it did.
This is how you do it on no budget.
Literally.
So apparently Austin Aries is still a free agent. This I don't like. He's going to go around the world and take the Impact title around with him and defend the Impact title around the world.
What don't you like about that? I feel like it would be great.
If you won the Impact title, you should be loyal to Impact.
Yeah, he's still...
He's the Impact champion. You'd be loyal to Impact. They even asked him, what happens if you lose the Impact title somewhere else in the world against someone not on the roster? He's like, oh well.
He didn't say, oh well. He said he's highly offended he would be asked that question.
Yeah, basically he said, you're an idiot. Oh well.
No, I didn't say you.
Oh well, too bad. Then you guys lose the Impact title forever because it's off in who knows what shithole pro wrestling. You know, you've heard of that promotion, SHPW.
No, not at all. But no, I
There's
feel
lots
like
of them.
yeah, there is lots of them. Maybe that's why they're all like this one congested unit. But no, I was thinking it'd be good for the company and for himself. You know,
This is terrible for the company, and Eli Drake knows that. What's good for the company is Eli Drake holding that championship. That's why he interrupts this mockery of a press conference
you just
and
give me
demands his title back. It's a mockery.
Oh, okay, well, fair enough. It's a mockery.
Complete mockery. So next week we have a rematch, and the rightful champion will get his title back. Eli Drake.
All I'll say is just we have to wait.
Eli Drake.
We'll just have to wait and see.
Eli Drake, the rightful champion.
Mm-hmm. Continue.
Your flashback moment of the week is option C, when Austin Aries wins the title from Bobby Roode. At this point, Austin Aries had been the longest reigning X Division champion of all times.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby Roode had actually been the longest reigning heavyweight champion of all times. And Austin Aries cashed in his X Division title to take a shot at Bobby Roode.
Was that the first time we saw the use of option?
So yes, it was. So this was Hulk Hogan was there and demanded that Aries make a decision if he's going to defend his title or cash it in or no, what was it? I don't know. The first two options were dumb at Destination X, and even Aries was like, "No, that's dumb. I'm going to use option C." And they're like, "But there is no option C." He goes, "There is now. I'm cashing this in for a shot at the World Heavyweight title."
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was great. This is actually a really good technical match that shows this is how you sell in a wrestling match from both of them.
Did we watch the full match too? I think it was.
I think it's about 3/4. No, it wasn't the full, maybe about half of it. There was a whole lot that happened before this. This was a huge moment at Destination X where there was like almost a sea change, it felt like, until Dixie screwed it all up again. It felt like, you know, this is going to be a wrestlers wrestling promotion with Bobby Roode and Austin Aries at the top of it, and so on and so on. And then shit fell apart again.
No. And
but we're back to that
yeah,
now.
that's what I'm saying. We're led to this part of the age.
Yeah. The Cult to Lee, comprising of Trevor Lee and Caleb Conley, come out dressed as L.A.X. This was absolutely brilliant. They out L.A.X'd L.A.X.
They look like clowns.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding? They look like native people from somewhere inside, I'd say probably Argentina, maybe. That's what they look like to me, like Argentinians. Like they look like they belonged.
Yeah,
in
if there was
LAX.
a Carolina and fucking Argentina, maybe. What are you on about? What do you look like Argentinians? If they look like Argentinians, I'm full bred Irish.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had Irish in you.
I'm not Irish.
I thought you were from like that Middle Eastern area.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not Irish.
You sure?
I'm trying to make a point here.
But they looked like
They didn't look Argentinian at all.
they looked Southern American.
Nothing,
They
not
looked
even
Southern
close.
American.
Not even close.
Did you not see the flags?
Because they stole it off LAX.
So they come out to a tag team match versus some jobbers. The jobbers actually did get a little bit of offense in, surprisingly. The thinner of the jobbers, I didn't catch her name because I don't pay attention to jobs. But he got a Insecurity at one stage and did a little bit of offense on both of them. But of course,
usually jobbers don't get offense in. It's just usually, take these hits, these bumps, have one punch, you're done.
that's the big jobber did that.
Yeah, the big jobber.
Take this hit, get one punch in, take 10 more hits, and you're
you're
done.
out, yeah.
But this is kind of interesting in the fact that it's a Cult of Lee showing you. It doesn't matter who's in the ring with them. People that they've never faced before. Unknown opponents that there is absolutely no way they could have prepared for. They still come out and just absolutely dominate. Because they are the Cult of Lee. They got nothing to fear from LA clowns.
I don't know.
So the Cult of Lee, of course, wins this match with a massive double team spike pile driver. with Caleb on the top rope and Trevor Lee delivering the rest of the pile driver onto smaller of the jobs. This may have once been known as L.A.X's finisher, but the Coulter Lee just delivered it so much better. It's theirs now. They own that. Just like I am taking over everything. Everything.
I'm not even going to say anything because you're just going to keep going. Everything. So, yeah.
So they now own the double team spike pile driver. L.A.X weren't happy about this and got on the monitors and had a little cry.
They had a cry. They had freaking your boys from Argentina running scared.
What are you talking? They weren't scared. They just stood there in the ring like, what? Good on ya.
They started literally turning their backs as soon as they heard their music. They got scared to their music, for God's sake.
Look, they did some TW at the end after Conan mouthed off to them.
What? TW? They don't even use it in the right context.
Oh, absolutely. They heard L.A.X's music and they bailed. They're tactically waiting for their shot at L.A.X. They're not going to let L.A.X.
I know.
jump
I feel
them.
like L.A.X was doing a lot of TWing.
What, by being on the monitor from another place, not even in the arena?
Yeah, that sounds like TWing.
How's
waiting,
that? Like,
waiting for their moment to rise. Isn't that?
Wouldn't even show up, the dogs. Wouldn't even show up. Just sent a
Maybe they
pre-recorded
wouldn't.
message. Ooh, pre-recorded video.
Enough to scare
so
you.
scary.
Enough to scare the boys from Argentina.
Pre-recorded video is terrifying.
Enough to scare your boys from Argentina. That's all I can say.
Hey, who was there? Who was there? Who was standing tall at the end of the match?
I don't know.
Who was in the arena? Who was in the arena? Not LAX. Not LA. All I can say is walking out, I saw two proud Latino men waving their flags and their bandanas, wearing their colors proudly, leaving the arena. That's all I saw.
You know, hopefully Conan's listening to this. I just want you to know.
LA Jobber. Yeah, good on you, LA Jobber.
If he comes, I'm not helping you. I hope you know that.
Next up, we had Ali with Katie, Kimberly,
Kira Hogan.
Kira.
I literally just said it. Kira Hogan.
Kira Hogan.
Yeah,
Kira Hogan.
We go. Yep,
Okay.
there we go.
Backstage, they have a little moment. Ali gets a huge card. Apparently, Ali's got a secret admirer that wants to meet her next week. Ooh, Ali's cute. We get it.
Wonder who it is.
Who knows?
I reckon it could be Chandler.
I think he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Sorry, I forgot about
I
that.
think he's dead.
Yeah, he died.
He died in hospital.
Yeah, no, he died
After
in the
Congo
ring.
Kong,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, forgot about that.
Kylie.
It's literally, I put it up on the big screen for you so you can fucking get it right. Kira Hogan.
Oh, Kira Hogan is off to the ring. She's going to have a match soon. Next, we see Goose with Interview Bot backstage. Goose thinks he's going to win the #1 contenders match tonight. You're in a match with EC3 and El Patron. Yeah, Boone doesn't count. But you're in a match with EC3 and El Patron. You think you're going to win, Goose? He does a promo about how he's been a loser for 9 years.
A loser for that. I don't know, being in a football career for 6 years and then wrestling for 2. That's
I was in the NFL for 7 years. Never been to a Super Bowl. I've been here for 2 years. Never had a championship match.
And what can you say about your resume? Have you been in a NFL match? Have you actually tried out for have you actually played an NFL match before?
I'm undefeated in NFL.
Really?
I'm undefeated.
What, on
Just
PlayStation?
Like KM. Just like KM, I'm undefeated.
On PlayStation?
Right? As KM is one of the greatest MMA fighters of all times, he's undefeated. He doesn't even have to step in the ring to be the greatest of all time. I don't have to step on the football field.
You just have an undefeated streak.
Absolutely, dude. Peyton Manning worships at my feet. The refrigerator wishes he was a defensive lineman as good as me. Reggie Jackson can't run as fast as me. I'm the greatest NFL player of all time. I don't even have to play. That's why it's unfair if I play.
Okay.
It's unfair for everyone else. Because I'd just be player of the year every year. How's that fair for the rest of the league? You got to share around, share around. I'm that generous. I refuse to share. I refuse to share my skills with the world so everyone else gets a chance.
Okay.
Because wouldn't even need teammates. I could just play by myself. I'd throw, run, catch, receive, and run the touchdown myself.
Very interesting. Very interesting. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that.
You'd be maybe one day if you're lucky.
Yeah, no, I'll organise it. We'll see.
So, Katie Jogan is in the ring.
You're a joking, you know that? You don't get her name right. I'm going to have to take these host titles off you because you have to take this seriously.
What?
It's Kira Hogan. It's fucking right there. I put it up. Do you want me to write it down on a fucking piece of paper? Get it right.
Kimberly Johansson.
Get it. Fuck. Time out.
Alright, so she's versing the princess, the goddess, the greatest of all times, the Knockouts champion, Laurel Van S.
Wouldn't say the greatest.
Does she have the Knockouts title?
Yeah, she does.
That makes her the
But
best.
she's not the greatest.
Can you dispute her not being the greatest champion?
No,
Has she lost the title since she got it?
No, she hasn't lost it
She's
yet.
the
But she
greatest
lost
champion.
to Kira Hogan last week.
Yeah, but has she lost the title?
No, not
She
yet.
still holds the title.
Yeah, but doesn't make her
You're
greatest.
greatest champion ever.
Just makes her the reigning title champion.
But it's hard to argue greatest champion ever.
I'm just arguing right now with you about it. How
But
it's
she
not that
holds the
hard.
title. Has any of the other so-called great champions come out?
Ali held the title for a week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You're making my point.
I'm not making
So
a point.
Laurel's held
You
it
asked
for
me
so
to
much
na-
longer than that.
You
She's
asked-
greater than Ali.
You asked me to name other people that have got
Yeah.
the title. There's
Yeah.
other people, wrestlers. Gail Kim, another
Gail
great.
Kim retired because she was too scared to face Laurel Van Ness in the ring.
Retired.
Retired
Rosemary.
to stay away. Who did Laurel get the title from? Who
Not
did
Ro-
Laurel take the
not
title?
from Rosemary.
That means she's better than Rosemary.
No, she didn't get it from Rosemary.
Anyway, so of course Laurel takes this jobber to town, teaching her how to wrestle with some absolutely great technical maneuverability, an axe kick like I've never seen before, some
was
great
pretty brutal.
hip tosses. She just absolutely destroys. You know her name. What's her name?
Kira Hogan.
That one. That one.
Just call her jobber. It'll make life easier for me and you. Just do it.
Really?
Yeah, you're allowed.
Okay. So Kira Job Hogan.
Job Hogan. Job Hogan, he says.
So of course you know the ending of this match. Before I even tell you, the goddess, the princess, the greatest of all times, Laurel Van S, absolutely destroys Kira with the unprettier. I don't think it was necessary because Kira's already unprettied herself quite well.
Ooh, that's harsh. That's harsh.
She continues to beat Kira down because that's what a jobber deserves. And Ali came out for the save, hits her from behind, gets a code breaker while she's not looking. Of course, she has to hit her from behind. She tried it face to face. She would just go down. She knows that. That's why she keeps coming out, distracting her and hitting her from behind.
Week in, week after out, she's been offering Laurel Van Ness out, and she's been doing Laurel's been doing the exact same thing to her.
Laurel would never stoop to that level.
She's done it. That's how she won.
Never. It would never happen. I don't know what you're talking about. You're just making shit up
She
to
did.
try and make the champ look bad.
There's video.
Why would you do that?
We watched it.
Why would you do that?
Okay.
You're just making things up.
No,
This is fake news, people. Fake news.
I am making things
See,
up.
I sympathize with Trump now. I understand. The fake news propaganda machine trying to discredit him. Just like people trying to say that KM lost matches. Are you insane?
Stooge Club is pro-Trump.
No, I never said that. Why would you say that?
You just said it.
I didn't say that. I
Yeah,
said
you
I
did.
sympathize with the fake news propaganda machine.
So you're practically saying you're pro-Trump.
No, I understand the pressures that great men are under sometimes when people try to discredit them. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
You can put the words into my mouth any way you want. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, pro-Trump.
So OVE is stalking Lashley, the greatest young talent in wrestling currently.
What was that? Like a rape cam or something?
What? How dare you? How dare you?
It was. They were sitting there creepily
How dare
filming him while he was getting shit out of his
It's
car.
not it's tactically weighted, and they decided to show us their tactical weighting.
With their shitty camera that they got from the 90s or from the, the phase of where they were, dressed from.
They're using filters.
Yeah, of course they are.
Do you get it?
Yeah, sure.
They're
Rapey
tapping into
filters.
the Instagram generation. They're hip. They're with it. They understand the millennial culture.
All those words you said just makes my point that they're not with it at all.
You just don't understand. That's all.
I don't understand.
You don't understand. Yeah. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. People that are cool get it.
People that are cool.
So
get it.
you
How do you
just don't
spell
get
cool?
Kowl. How do you spell it?
Don't
Probably
worry.
with a C,
Don't
like a
worry.
loser.
Don't worry, I don't need to know.
Like with a C,
I don't want to tell you.
like a loser.
Oh god.
Next up,
Stop putting
Brian.
the L shape in front of me. That's not cool anymore. Dude, stop doing that. You gotta stop putting. What are you doing? Put that L shape down now.
You know your place. You know your place.
Oh god damn.
Next up, it's Brian Cage is coming. The Machine is going to come and destroy some fools.
I'm actually not looking forward to the Machine. We did go. Well, we didn't go to see him. He was at the show that we were at not long ago. So
Yeah, because Scott Demore called me and said, go check him out and see if we should pick him up. He's going to be around your local area.
you have Scott Demore's number, do you?
He's got mine. Why would I have? I wouldn't bother calling him. He calls me.
You. Okay.
I don't call him.
Mm-hmm.
He calls me.
Delusions I have to deal with.
And he said, go check him out and see what you think. And I gave him back a report and said, mate, he's a big boy. He's cut, he's ripped, and he can do some damage in that ring. You should pick him up. And they have. Brian Cage is coming.
If that's the case, good, fine. Because I'm looking forward to seeing him. I wish you brought Ricochet, sorry. But whatever.
No, I only get true talent. Talent scout.
Okay.
I get the real talent.
Mm-hmm.
WWE can have the fake talent. I'll get the real talent.
Oh, alright. No worries. Continue on.
We find EC, soon to be 3-time champ, backstage with Interview Bot. They talk about how EC3 is going to win the match tonight. It's an inevitability that it's either going to be him or Patron.
It could be any of the four.
No, well, it's going to be one of the good wrestlers, so it'll be EC3 or Patron. Goose and Boone, really?
These are
Really?
the best that Impact has to offer. Are you serious?
Goose and Boone.
Yeah, Goose, Boone, all of them. You call them whatever you want, dude. At the end of the day, they're all legit, proper wrestlers, and they're literally what Impact has to offer at the moment, and they're good. Like Johnny Impact, you can't tell me he's a second-rate wrestler.
Maybe not, but he is definitely a second-rate actor.
Okay, maybe that's a different conversation we'll have for another day. But for now, this is wrestling Impact, not.
Boone was a Tommy
making a-
Wiseauian performance.
This is a making Impact show, not making a Boone show. So hurry up.
I would love to see that. I would pay someone to do a podcast on that, like
Well-
break it down minute by minute, like the making of Boone, the podcast.
I'd say we could do it, but you'd be sitting there laughing for 45 minutes straight, so I don't think it would work.
Oh, it was 90 minutes of my life. I'll never get back.
Yeah.
EC3, of course, as I said, it's him or Patron. He thinks it's going to be him. We'll see what happens. We have the Princess Jimmy Jacobs backstage with his monster, Congo Kong. Abyss didn't show up. He is pissed. So now he's going after the Parks.
No, this is not good.
This is exactly what should have happened. He asked. He asked nicely the first time.
He beat up his cousin.
No, first he asked. Then Chandler, thinks he's so good, got in the way of that monster Congo Kong and got exactly
He got in the
what he
way.
deserved.
Jimmy Jacobs literally staunched up with him, with Congo Kong on his side, like right hand
Yeah,
side.
asking for Abyss. Asking for Abyss. He didn't want Chandler Parks. He wanted Abyss. He wanted
He pointed at Chandler and goes, "I want you."
Fake news. You're remembering this wrong. You're remembering this wrong. Anyway,
We gotta watch back these
so
episodes.
Jimmy Jacobs, he's not happy. He's not happy. The princess is going after the Parks. The monster Congo Kong is going to be unleashed. This is going to be devastating.
I know. Hopefully, nothing bad happens.
Well, that segues right into our next segment where something bad does happen to Bobby Lashley, where the greatest young talent in the history of wrestling, OVE, jump Lashley with bats, beat the crap out of him. He's so tough. He's the MMA superstar. He's a wrestling hero. He's the toughest. Yeah, can't even take a couple of shots with bats. Just so tough. Gets poured into and locked into a trunk where he's left. And OVE, of course, let you know that it's time for the thumbs down.
At all, that didn't sound a little bit rapey to you?
What part of that's rapey? All they did was beat a man up, lock him in a trunk, and they're probably going to drive him away and do bad things to him. What part of that's rapey?
That whole sentence, how you explained it, was rapey. Are you kidding me, my guy?
I don't. There's something wrong with the way you hear
Even
things. There's something wrong with the way
Actually, can you take that fucking robe off too? Because it's making you look more rapey. Please, take it off.
There's nothing on underneath it.
Leave it on right now.
Next up, we had the introduction, or I should say the first match, because it was introduced earlier in a segment with Rosemary. Hanaya the Huntress versus Amber Nova.
Oh, you actually got a name.
Well, Amber Nova is a great talent who should be respected and has many years of experience. And this Hanaya the Huntress using flash and all sorts of pomp to get herself over and distract poor Amber Nova. It wasn't fair. This wasn't a fair match. Amber Nova would easily take Hanaya the try-hard any day of the week if it was just a straight one-on-one match without any of the garbage and the coming down in the wolf's outfit. What does she think she is?
What's her gimmick?
Who cares about it? We want wrestling. Wrestling.
That is wrestling. It's
How-
all part of wrestling.
How is that wrestling? Wearing a wolf's hat.
It's just part of wrestling. Yeah, I could say a lot of things about other wrestlers. Do we really want to get into discussion?
Anyway, Amber Nova put up a great fight against Hanaya, who won with a reverse DDT. Maybe try and put some effort into your finisher. A reverse DDT. Woo!
Yeah, it wasn't that special, but it was alright. It was a good, for good, like, what you would say, a good first match in Impact.
Yeah, but
A good debut.
there was nothing to like here either, because then after that, Rosemary comes out and jumps her from behind, and Hanaya bails, and this was all just a big heel match, other than Amber Nova.
It was all just one big heel match.
Yeah,
Besides,
exactly.
Amber Nova.
Yeah, Rosemary's a bad guy, clearly. She dresses like a demon. Demons are bad people. She's clearly the bad guy, right?
Yeah, I don't see. Maybe she's chaotic neutral. Who knows?
Well, why is she a demon? Demons are bad things. And Hanaya, she killed a poor wolf and wore its skin to the ring. Like, that's a bad person. That's a bad. I'm not up for animal cruelty in any way. So that's a bad. She hunts. She hunts things. Who wants to? You don't need to be a hunter these days. You don't need to hunt. What are you hunting for?
Why are you eating a cheeseburger then?
Quiet, you. Finally, we had the number one contender match, a match I've been looking forward to all night. It's Goose versus Boone. Well, I think some of you call him Johnny Impact. Versus EC3 and Alberto El Patron. El Patron is still the true champion. He never lost his title. Never lost it. Until you beat Patron, you were a paper champion.
Pepper champion.
Absolutely.
No, not really. He got stripped from it for being a goose.
So this was an interesting match. The ref had zero control over it. It went all over the arena. The story of the match was EC3 and Patron teaming up on Goose and Boone. How long could this withstand until one of them obviously wanted to be champion more? It looked for a portion like El Patron might be the person who wanted it more, but EC3 stood up to it. They did team up again later on in the match because, of course, common sense prevailed. Now, like, we'll just get Goose
Boone out of there.
and Boone out of here. All in all, there was some great spots in this match, especially when El Patron put Boone in a garbage bin where his acting career belongs. What did you think of this match?
Harsh, but I can't disagree with his acting. Wrestling career, though, no, not at all. It's amazing, and maybe he should focus more onto that. The match overall was spectacular, well-deserved main event of the night. It was, we had some great spots. The bin one, as you said, the massive power bomb that Moose came out and did when the double power bomb, I should say, when he came out and had one knee.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool to watch because he was out for a little bit. I don't know if that was kayfabe or if it was
selling
real.
the knee.
Selling it. Yeah, but all in all, yeah, good match to end the night.
So, unfortunately, EC3 went for the 1%er. Didn't connect because Boone rolls him up into a cheap schoolboy roll-up
What
for
was
the pin.
cheap about it?
It's a cheap roll-up.
He actually bridged it really nicely. I reckon that was probably one of the nicest. If anything, that was an enjoyable schoolboy to watch.
So he bridged it to lock in a cheap roll-up.
It wasn't cheap.
Cheap finish.
Just because your
finish to a great
your boy
match.
didn't get the win doesn't make
Cheap finish to a great match.
Oh, come on.
Denying the 3-time champion EC3, denying him his 3 times, denying Alberto El Patron a shot at his rightful title that he never lost with a cheap bridged roll-up.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty nice, and whatever it takes to win at the end of the day, right?
The only person that got booed tonight was
you?
me for watching this match.
Oh god.
So that was this episode of Impact. Let's even though it really doesn't matter what you think, what was your match of the night?
My match of the night has to go to. I'm gonna give it to the. I'm gonna give it to the first match of the night with Tajiri.
Ishimori, Matt Sydal versus Rohit and Phantasma.
Yeah, it was good. It was good to see some faces I hadn't seen before. Got to see the Impact Grand Championship show off his title after his win. Yeah. So it was alright. It was good overall match and good way to start the show. So I enjoyed it.
Interesting pick, but I'm going to choose the actual match of the night now. The real match of the night. Which was, of course, the Southern American Heroes, the Cult of Lee.
The Southern American Heroes, he says.
South of the border, world champions, the Cult of Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Showing off their Southern American heritage.
Mm-hmm.
And having a fantastic match. Just destroying some jobbers. That was the match of the night. And delivering the best double team spike pile driver ever. And completely owning that move for eternity now.
All I can say to that is, I'm just going to wait until Conan gets his hands on him. And then we'll see who'll be laughing.
Then what? When an old man tries to attack them and they blow on him and he falls over and dies.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Until next time, this is the end of the show. Say goodbye.
I've been...
This is Stooge Club!